All right, let's welcome to the Media Center, the LIV Golf Virginia, presented by Madden, individual champion, Joaquín Niemann, the captain of Torque GC. Joaco, you shot a final round, 8 under 63, to win by 2 strokes. It's your 4th win of the season, and it's your 6th career LIV Golf win, which is the most of any individual in LIV Golf history. Can you just give us a few thoughts going through your head right now?
Yeah, I mean, the way you started the first few words, I actually didn't know. I mean, had an idea I was going pretty low today, but didn't quite know I was 8 under. I mean, I knew what I needed to do and try to make more birdies and try to chase the leaders. And, you know, it was a lot of fun. But, yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool to be in this place, in this position right now, which I'm pretty thankful.
So, Joaco, you're a collective, I think it's 27 under in the 4 final rounds that you've won this season. What is it about the final rounds that brings out the best in you?
I mean, I don't know. I would love to understand why and do it every time, you know. But it definitely doesn't happen every Sunday.
And so we had 2 rain delays, obviously. You came out firing after the second one. Did you put on a Superman cape, or what was it during the rain delay that got you started?
I think I got some inspiration from Carlos Alcaraz, to be honest. I was watching his game, and it was pretty good to see that he was 3 shots of losing the match. I mean, three match points against him, and being able to bring that back into the match and being able to win, it was pretty cool. So yeah, I mean, I felt like I was able to sit down on the locker by myself. It was Mito there and my brother, so I was just chilling there on the locker room and watching Carlos Alcaraz making that. So it was pretty cool. And yeah, I mean, I felt like it was more a patient kind of thing for the whole week. I felt like from the beginning of the week, I felt like I was kind of like forcing things to make it happen. And the way I played on Saturday, I played pretty good golf. I didn't make many putts there, and I felt like my attitude wasn't the best. I was being kind of like a little kid in a few reactions that I had, but I wasn't too proud of that, and I felt like. And going back on Saturday night, I talked kind of like to myself that I was gonna be patient on Sunday. I did wanted to have a good attitude. Have a good reactions after good putts, even though I missed them, because it was pretty hard to read these greens. So yeah, I feel like all that patience for the whole week, it kind of pay off on the last rain delay for the last 5 holes. So I'm pretty proud of that.
So it was a pretty incredible leaderboard out there today. We had a lot of major champions and the guys that were chasing you, all veterans. This is your 4th win, as I said. You've won 50% of our tournaments this season.
It's not a good time for next week.
What has it been like during the stretch that you've pretty much dominated, you know, every other week? And it's also, I think, is your first win in the U.S., if I recall.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of talks with myself. I feel like whenever you're in those situations, it's kind of hard. You know, you go and put yourself ahead of time in a way. You know, you're hitting a golf shots where you're nervous about what it could happen after. And I feel like every time I try to talk to myself, to bring myself back into the present moment in a way. Because, you know, being today in the last 4 holes, having Bryson making a run and feeling the crowd, you know, being pretty excited about that. You know, having Phil as well. Grain, that I was playing with him the whole day, and he was playing unbelievable. It was, yeah, I mean, like I said before, it was just trying to be patient, and I feel like patience is always gonna pay off, and I'm a big believer of that. So yeah, I mean, I just prove myself that I gotta be more patient more often, you know.
All right, we'll throw it open for questions. Anybody have a question for Joaqun Niemann? Matt, over here to the left.
Joaco, with how you're playing right now, how would you compare that to the best form you've been in your career? Is this the best that you've ever played?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like Obviously, I score pretty good. I feel like I make good putts whenever I need to. Make good up and downs on 17. But I feel like my driving still haven't been the best. I feel like I started driving pretty good at the beginning of the year, and right now it doesn't feel like the best it could be. So I feel like, yeah, there's a lot of work that I feel like I can improve, and there's definitely going to go back and try to figure out something.
Stinger fade you hit off the tee is kind of your go-to shot when you need to find a fairway?
Not really. I feel like I've been feeling more comfortable hitting a little draw. I used to hit a little bit more of a high draw, and now it's kind of a little bit more flat. And I feel like whenever I hit that low caddy one is whenever the hole is asking for that shot, and I feel pretty comfortable doing that.
All right. Any more questions for Joaquín Niemann? Alex Maselli?
Can you talk about, after coming off of a week like this, how you approach next week?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's just another golf tournament. I mean, I gotta figure out stuff in my game. I gotta improve, like I said before, my driving. I feel like next week it's gonna be a good challenge, and I feel like this is gonna be a good preparation for what's coming. So yeah, I mean, I'm actually haven't been in Ogmont before. It's gonna be my first time, so I gotta go there on Monday and see what it is, and then see what I expect. But no more than that. I don't have many other expectations.
When you started LIV, I'm assuming you had expectations about playing in majors and succeeding in majors, and obviously many people have talked about the fact that you've done well here but not done well there. How do you answer that question?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's something that is always in my mind. And I know there's some pressure behind of me performing here and not having good results on majors. And I feel like that's, I mean, it's just a learning process. At the end of the day, it's still a golf tournament. Probably I feel sometimes a little more uncomfortable in some situations, but I feel like I'm learning to be better in those situations. So yeah, I mean, just another golf tournament. More than that, I can't say anything else.
All right. Any more questions? All right. Thank you, Waco. Congratulations.
Yep.